went back to work after this procedure and after I ran out of those Percocets, and we only had IV fentanyl and Dilaudid, and we kept it in this back like cabinet.
At the medical center you're working at.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So this is not labor and delivery.
Yep.
So anyone who works in the medical field, it was not a Pyxis, it was a cabinet, and there were 3 nurses at this particular facility. I was the person who came in to open the place, and I was responsible for moving IV medications from that cabinet. But there were boxes of like 25. I mean, it was a full stockpile of IV meds, and I would move them to our daily stock, which is like a basket. And the daily stock were the medications that we gave to patients. So I look at this back stock and I'm like, and I remember that day, like, so like it was yesterday, where I'm like, if I open one of these boxes back here and I take a vial and I bring it home and I just give myself like, I can mix it with saline, just do like just such a small amount. Because I was scared, I'm like, what if I overdose myself? And the beauty was that I knew how much it was, and I knew how to do IVs. And I mean, at that moment, I abused my position that I had by doing that, because obviously I made the choice to put one in my purse. And I remember just like that back and forth that I had that entire day at work. And I convinced myself that, well, there are other people who've diverted before. We don't really know what happens to them, but what's the worst that's going to happen? I'll just get fired. That's the worst. I didn't think of it the way that I think about drinking and driving. It just didn't, I don't know why I didn't, because I should have. And that's what kind of propels me. One of the reasons speaking out at nursing schools and speaking wherever I can, because I firmly think had I heard a story like this, I think I at least would have gone back to that moment in nursing school, hearing that story. And I don't know for sure, but I think maybe I wouldn't have done it. Maybe, I don't know, but I did it. And I waited till my family was sleeping, and I drew up like a really small amount and I did it. And it felt like the Percocet, but it was immediate and better. And I kept doing it. I would take from that backstock area, bring them home. And I thought that I was going to quit every single time